Welcome back, everybody. So I'm never really on this road out past where I ride. I usually ride in these hills. As you can see, they're not, anything like the Rockies or the Smokies, but I mean, it still makes for excellent riding. So it looks like we're about ready to pick up a little bit of rain. 40 degrees, raining. That's what this video is all about today. Enjoy the video. I'm gonna listen to some music. I'm gonna stay nice and warm and dry as I head back home through the rain, and you guys can really see where I ride. It's absolutely incredible. Enjoy the video, everybody. Let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. Let's try to get this through while I still have a little voice. It is November 30th. We just had Thanksgiving here in the United States, so I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know ours was it was okay. And today I'm out on a ride. I'm still under the weather. Cold's kind of settled in my chest. It's kind of difficult to breathe, so let's see what we can do about this little vlog today. And this is gonna be my third time trying to do this vlog. The first time camera died, second time spider died. So I have my backup camera, and spider's running good. I'm on this little back road. It's 40 degrees. Spider's saying it's 48, but when I left the house, it was 40 degrees. Felt like 35. That's in Fahrenheit. So it's on the cooler side, even cold, and a lot of people at 40 degrees, they're not gonna ride. It's just too cold. I get it. You don't have the proper gear, and that's what I want to talk about today. The proper gear to keep you safe in cooler weather, not necessarily cold weather. I was watching John and Mariel's vlogs. They were out west, and I'm a few weeks behind. I've just been busy making sure I'm still recording, and it looks like they ran into some weather that they weren't expecting, and they didn't quite have the right gear, and it got I thought it got pretty serious pretty quick. And I've always worried about that because, I ride all year round. So, I need to make sure my gear is going to hold up in the summer. But then also, where'd that guy come from? Don't do it. But also in the colder weather. And colder weather can be 55 degrees. So the first thing is that I want to talk about, I'm just going to start from the top and work my way down, is a helmet. I went out, purchased a helmet that was comfortable, but even at 70 miles per hour, you couldn't clear the visor. This dude's come shooting out of there, and he's not even going quick. You gonna spray all this crap up on me? Ugh. So it became a serious issue quickly if I wanted to ride in cooler temperatures, because the visor would fog up, and then I had to keep opening the visor. And if it's 40 degrees out and you're on an F3 Spider that's not full fairinged, so you get a lot of wind, you just can't ride around with the visor open all the time. So what I discovered was the helmet I purchased, you could not get a new visor with a Pinlock. A Pinlock would have taken care of everything. And what a Pinlock is you got these little pins on the side of your visor. You snap in the second shield that elevates off of the visor, and it creates an air gap so you don't get fogging. So I jumped on Revzilla. Look at that guy's turning awesome. Jumped on Revzilla, and oh, Blackjack comes into here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I've never been on that part. So I jumped on Revzilla's website, and excuse the squirrel moments. Envision makes this glue-in shield. It does the exact same thing, and it works incredibly well. So now I can see that my visor is completely fogged up where this Envision shield is not, but where I can see it's perfect. I'm not feeling good, I'm putting out a lot of moisture, and I can see no problem. So you need to be able to see where you're going. So I think that's important. A Pinlock, and if you can't put a Pinlock in, then you definitely need to go with a glue-in. It works so much better than anything else I've tried, from the sprays to the additional washing liquid to the anti-fog. This truly works. And then the next thing is you need to protect yourself from the elements. So let's just talk about rain, number one. You know, you can be out for a ride. It can be 60 degrees, which is a very comfortable riding weather. And if it rains and you don't have the right gear, so at 60 degrees even, you know, 55, 60, if you get stuck in the rain and you get wet, and now you're going to get extremely cold. And it's important, you know, that you stay dry when you're out riding. You know, you start talking about hypothermia. Can you get hypothermia in 50-degree weather? You know, absolutely you can. You know, so you have to invest in good rain gear, which I have not been able to find yet. I've gone through a couple different ones, and I have not liked what I've seen so far. Went through a pair of Frog Togs, not too bad. The jacket didn't seal up how I wanted it to, and now I have a pair of Nelson Rig, and I'm not digging them either. You know, so now we can see and we can stay dry. There's a chicken or something coming out of that hay bale. Maybe a turkey was hiding because it's Thanksgiving. That's funny. So now you got to stay warm. And how I stay warm is heated gear. I think it's the safest. It's not the cheapest, but you don't have to worry about layering up. You put on your heated liners. You set the temperature. You throw on whatever, you know, motorcycle jacket you're wearing, leather jacket, you know, whatever you wear to go riding. And I'm pretty comfortable to about 20-25 degrees. Below that, I just don't have enough wind protection, but I can stay warm. And then if I do get a little, say it's, you know, 45 degrees and I do get a little wet, well, I can just crank up the heated gear, and it helps overcome me being wet, if that makes sense. So it's a true lifesaver. But if something happens to my heated gear, now I'm not dressed warm enough. So, you know, I really count on my heated gear to work every single time. And then, you know, the last thing is we got to put something on our feet. You know, if it's boots, I wear like hiking, kind of shortcut hiking shoes. Not quite a boot, and they're kind of a water resistant material. But, you know, if something happens and it starts raining now, and my feet get wet, I'm in trouble because I don't have heated liners in my shoes. You know, so it's important to stay dry. You know, a good pair of high boots that you can put your rain gear over the boots. Definitely something that's waterproof. That way, you know, if you do get stuck in the rain, you get stuck in a freak snowstorm. You know, there's been a couple times that I've left work, it's raining, and by the time I got home, there's 2 inches of snow on the ground. You know, so it can happen. You know, you have to be prepared for it. If you're not, it's your life. I mean, seriously. You know, once you get cold, then you don't make the right decisions. You know, just like if you're tired. If you're super tired, you're not making the right decisions. If you're super cold and that's all you can think about, you know, no matter what you do, it's going to be bad. So you have to have the right gear on. You have to protect yourself. You have to be ready for changing weather. You know, before I left, one of the first things I did was, you know, it's supposed to rain today. So it's I look at the weather map. Where is the rain right now? When's it going to be in my area? How is it moving? What are they predicting? And I do that even when I'm out on my rides, or if I'm out into West Virginia. I think I'm going to keep following Big Pine. How will they pay Big? This part of it. That's going to make for a nice ride. Anytime I ride, my rain gear is always, I'm going to say 90% of the time, it's in the right saddlebag. I know where it is. I can pull it out. I've used my, that's part of like a deer leg. I have used my rain gear as a liner to keep warm even. The Frog Togs did a lot better job. The Nelson rig, yeah, I'm not digging them, and that'll be another video. Yeah, them old moo cows. I'll tell you, it's gorgeous out through here. There's something squeaking on the Spider. Heard it the last couple times. I think that belt needs adjusted. It's riding on one of the shoulders of the pulleys. I'm gonna assume it's going to be the front pulley. Hopefully it's not telling me that we got an issue with the front pulley. I would not be a happy camper. But back to staying warm. Knowing your surroundings, knowing what the weather is going to bring, knowing what you can ride in, and you might not know what you can ride in until you're forced to ride in it. I've had many instances that I was down on the Dragon, it was raining, and who wants to ride the Dragon when it's raining? But it was me, it was the Dragon, and it was hardly anybody else, like a car or two. And it was absolutely an amazing ride, just me and the Dragon. Oh, what is this? Horseman's Camp. And they got sites for camping. I'll tell you, I'm a squirrel today. I can't help it. So it was an amazing ride. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the best I've ever had down on the Dragon. And then I just did the Blue Ridge Parkway. I haven't put the video up yet. Once again, busy life. I went down in October, toward the end of October. So what kind of weather are you going to get in the mountains in October? Is it going to be 60 degrees, 50 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees? You don't know what you're going to run into. So make sure, if you're just not going for a little ride around town, or a half hour away, you can, no matter the conditions, if you can stay dry, you're going to be okay, more than likely. But when you're on a trip, you need to make sure that you have everything that you're going to need. So anytime I'm doing elevation, it's super easy for me to pack my heated gear. Maybe not my leather jacket, just a light jacket, but my heated gear. So it would be my heated gear, a jacket, and then my rain gear, and the rain gear keeps the wind off, the jacket holds the heat against me, and I'm fine. So you just got to make sure you have what you need to stay safe when you're out on your Spider or your motorcycle. So I think on that, my voice is about done. I need to definitely rest my voice. So thumbs up if you liked the video. If I forgot something, definitely drop a comment below. This is for cooler weather, and definitely in the summer, you're going to need different gear. So this is how to stay safe, cooler weather, what you need. Thumbs up if you like that video for sure. Comment below. There are tons of things out there, and I just hit what I feel are the most important ones. Drop a comment below if you think I missed something. Stay safe. I'm going to listen to some music, and I'm going to rest my voice. So stay safe, everybody. I'll see you down the road.